Hi, I am Coach Colleen Burns, and today I would like to share with you a nutrition tip in which I call, Do You Know What You Are Eating? When you go grocery shopping, do you look at the back of the package or the bottom of the package and read the nutrition label and wonder, what is it that I'm eating? Do you look at the ingredients on the package and wonder, what is that? Are you the type of person in which if you don't know what an ingredient is, you look online on your mobile phone and figure out what it is so that way you know what exactly you are eating on that package or inside the package? Take instance for bread. Now, I will admit I like bread, but there are some ingredients on bread and it makes me wonder what it is. Take, for instance, the whole wheat. What exactly is whole wheat? Well, whole wheat is a grain in which is a healthy food for you. Now, if it says whole wheat flour, it's not really whole grain. It's just whole wheat flour. Because when you look at the back or on the bottom of a bread package and it says whole wheat flour, but yet on the front of the package it says whole grain, it is not really whole grain because it is made out of whole wheat flour. If the very first item on the package says whole grain, it is a whole grain food, like whole grain flour or whole wheat grain flour. It has to have the word grain in it. It has to have the word whole grain in it in order for it to be considered whole grain. So when you look at the back of a package of bread, for instance, and you see the words whole wheat flour, but yet the front of it says whole grain bread, it is not whole grain bread. It is actually whole wheat bread, because you want to make sure if you're eating whole grains, it has the word whole grain in the ingredient, and it has to be labeled as the first item on the package. That also is for any whole grain food that there is. Like say it says on the front of the package where it says whole grain, but on the back of it it says whole wheat. You want to make sure it says whole grain flour instead of whole wheat flour. The next time that you go to the grocery store, look at the ingredients and wonder what you are eating. Look at the back of the package. If you cannot pronounce half the ingredients on that package and you don't know what it is, chances are it is bad for you. Most of the foods that you find, beginning from aisle 2 to how many aisles are in the grocery store you shop at, is considered condiments and junk food. Unless if it is something in which you have to make a recipe in which you call for it. Take, for instance, if you make your own Chinese food, like I do, and you need light coconut milk, then of course you will need to get light coconut milk. Some of the stuff in there, I kind of wonder what actually it is. But as long as you know that you are making the foods on your own and you're not buying it prepared, that's the best thing for you. It is better to make your own foods than to buy prepared, especially when it comes to Chinese food, because you wonder what exactly is in the Chinese food that you're eating if you're buying it prepared. So the next time that you want to make your own type of food, whether it be Chinese or Japanese or Korean or whatever type of foods that you like to eat, it is better to make them from your own list, from your own recipes, so that you know what exactly it is that you are eating. So anything that's in between aisle 2 and however many aisles are in your store, within those aisles, make sure that you read the ingredients on the back of the package. Because if you can't pronounce it and you don't know what it is, kind of makes you wonder what you're eating. When you shop the perimeter of the store, you want to go from the outside in. And the best, healthiest foods that you will find are the ones around the perimeter of the store. Because you got the breads, you got the dairy, you got the meats, you got the vegetables. And then you got, in the back, the coolers, which is for the dairy, the eggs, and the fruits. And those are your 5 main food ingredients in which you want to choose from and select from. Unless, of course, you make your own foods and you need something from the middle. As long as it is called for in the recipe book that you are making the recipe from, it's a good idea to stay away from all the other junk food that's in those aisles. If you get value from this, please like, comment, and share below. And for more nutrition tips, you can always go to my blog at colleensmartialartcorner.com, and you'll be able to find more nutrition tips and health tips on my blog.